So the questions today, a lot of these were actually like geared towards Zoe because his friends sent some of these in, but Zoe's not here, so I'll try to answer these as best I can. So the first question I got was just someone from my stream, Poofy from my stream, asked me just for my overall thoughts, excuse me, on the CDL. Like this entire podcast is basically about the CDL. I think it's very clear at this point that my overall thoughts on the Call of Duty League is just underwhelming. Like they're doing a lot of stuff incorrectly. They're not capitalizing on a lot of things. There's
100%.
a lot of restrictions on certain things that if they weren't restricted would make things a lot better, like jersey designs, for example. Having a standardized jersey design is boring.
Yeah.
Their marketing team is terrible. There's a lot of stuff that happens in the CDL that I'll just never know about, and this is like my job right now. Which I have to go deep diving or just wait for CDL Intel to tell me if something's happening. Their observing team for the production side of things is bad because they just keep trying stuff that doesn't work for first-person shooters. What am I forgetting? They've made some good changes heading into year 2. I like that they're bringing back majors, but overall, the CDL is like a 6.2 out of 10. They're barely below average, but they're below average right now, in my opinion.
Yep. There's a lot of things they could capitalize on, but they're just not.
They're also super restrictive on like letting players voice their opinion.
Yeah.
Which is no bueno. Octane got fined like $15,000 last year or some shit.
He won.
Just they're censoring people from like not being able to tell the truth. But
yeah,
as far as the CDL goes, below average. Potential to be average to above average, just not doing little things right.
I mean, I think it has the potential to be fucking great. It's just they're not.
I mean, whenever you have like, as far as actual esports personalities that are currently competing, you have Scump, the biggest personality on the planet. Scump himself brings in 100,000 viewers to matches.
Yeah.
Like, it's very hard to do things badly in social media when you have the biggest social media esports presence on the planet. But they're going to find out very quickly whenever Scump retires that they were doing things wrong for this entire time. Because right now, that's the only reason they're kind of like just hovering around. Like, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Because like our numbers, I don't want to say artificially, but their numbers are being propped up by Scump in like OpTic.
Yeah.
But whatever, they'll figure it out soon. Or if they don't figure it out, they'll die. So the next one was a question asked on my stream as well about my thoughts on like TikTok. That I changed the question to basically just talk about all the social medias, and like I was gonna do a tier list, but I don't really want to do a tier list. I'm just gonna talk about like the social medias I use and their pros and cons. So like my favorite social media is Twitter, hands down. It's Twitter because Twitter is like the one platform other than like YouTube where I can get my opinion out in a moment's notice. Like if I'm feeling some type of way, I tweet it out. People interact with it. They ignore it. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It's how I promote everything. It's how I just get messages across. It's like a bulletin board for people that interact with me. Instagram is a picture book. It is my least favorite social media by far.
I don't get Instagram. I don't like taking pictures. I don't like posting to it.
I post to it strictly for business reasons. Other than that, I hate the platform.
Fair.
TikTok falls kind of into the same category as Instagram, except I like TikTok slightly more because the videos are actually entertaining for the most part.
Yeah.
So
I enjoy TikTok. I enjoy uploading to it. I enjoy the way that they have like how people find your shit. Like it's just like based, and the more people view it, the more people that will, or like the longer people view it and the more they interact to it, the more people are going to see it. I enjoy that aspect of it, but I'm just really bad at uploading.
That is how algorithms work for that and YouTube, but at the same time, TikTok's algorithm is so fucking messy. it doesn't know what to promote half the time. There's no rhyme or reason to why certain things go viral. It just happens.
Yeah, I kind of like that personally.
I do and I don't. Because there are things on TikTok that are like within the same realm as what I do, but like a biased opinion, I do it better, but it doesn't go viral because the TikTok algorithm just didn't feel like blessing me that day.
Yeah, I feel
So
like times you have to upload.
I upload. Well, there are certain times I upload. There are also certain times where I don't upload for a few days because I just get shadow banned for no reason. I don't know why, but TikTok right now is sitting in second place out of the 3 social medias I've named. YouTube, probably my second favorite, just because I get a sense of accomplishment from YouTube. No real reason other than that. Twitch, probably. It'll bump TikTok down to 4th, and I'll move that into the 3rd place. Twitch is fun, but at the same time, if I'm not having fun, I'm not streaming. I unless I'm getting like a fucking bag from like a million people watching me, or like monetary wise, I just can't justify sitting there and streaming to no one. It's boring. I don't have enough fun playing games right now to do that.
Yeah, I agree. Whenever, because like I have issues where like I won't have a single person in my chat. It sucks. But I mean, playing like GBs and shit, I don't really mind it. 'Cause, I mean, I don't stream for any like for money or anything. I do it solely because I enjoy doing it whenever people are watching.
I mean, I'd be lying if I said I didn't do it for money, but that's not the only reason I do it. Like I do it, but one because whenever whenever I'm actually in a good mood, I'm very entertaining. I'm gonna go out and say that whenever I'm in a good mood, it's a fun time in my chat. Whenever I'm in a bad mood, whether it be just because I had a bad day or like I have relatively serious medical conditions, and some days whenever I stream, I just feel like absolute trash, and I'm just there playing to play. Like I can muster up some energy, but like right now, I have way more energy than most days. Like if I feel like trash, because my fucking body decided on whatever day that it didn't like that I ate too many saltine crackers or some shit.
Fair. Okay, so let me rephrase that. I don't. I mean, I do it because obviously I do get money from it, from subs and everything, but I don't need to do it. Is my thing. Like, I mean, I have a full-time job. I don't need to do it. I just do it out of pure enjoyment of doing it.
Thanks to unnamed virus, content creation and editing is my only source of income at the moment, so that is my justification for doing it. But like I said, I don't stream every day. I don't consider myself a full-time streamer because I'm not.
Right.
However, I am a full-time content creator. If you combine all the hours that I put into YouTube, other social medias, whatever, and Twitch, it's probably upwards of it's at least full-time work hours. Especially considering the shit I do for other people too. But Twitch will slot it into the 3rd slot, even if there are the days where I want to delete the fucking platform. What other social medias do I use? I mean Facebook, but fuck that. Fuck that cesspool.
Sure. Come say hi to Tuck. Sure.
Hi, Tuck.
What's
Hi.
up? What's up, brother?
Give Dad a minute. I'll be in there a minute. I don't know what you did with it. But, sorry, he came in here.
No, it's fine. We can have a guest star. What other social medias do we use? Like Discord? Like technically Discord? Discord is just where I shitpost links and sit in calls.
Yeah, I think that's about it. I mean, Facebook half-ass.
Like I said, I think that's when you took your headset off. I was like, Facebook, I use Facebook, but that's a cesspool.
Oh, yeah.
There's probably something I'm forgetting. I mean, I use Reddit, but mainly people on Reddit just bully me.
I don't use Reddit at all.
I tried to get into Reddit. I posted to it consistently for a little bit, but like I just get timed out by moderators because I try to promote my content on certain subreddits, and they're like, no, because people on the internet hate helping other people succeed. Which, like, I get it. It's probably super spammy, but at the same time, bro, like, I'm following the guidelines.
Right.
No, whatever. social media tier list: Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. And then if you want me to throw Discord in there, I'll throw Discord above TikTok.
Fair.
Then the last question is, well, this is more of a discussion, but we can make it into a question. The person wanted to know my thoughts on team or content houses. Why do they work? Why do they fail? The content side, it works because you're actually kind of forced to make content if you're living in the same house as somebody. It's not like somebody can just say, nah, I don't feel like it. Like, if someone tells you no and you live in a content house, you just go to their room and get them to come do it. They don't really have the luxury of saying no unless it's something serious. Team houses, as far as like competition goes, they work because it builds a sense of like actual camaraderie, like actual sports. Like if you go to practice at an actual like baseball field, for baseball, if you practice at an actual baseball field, you're going to have to interact physically with your teammates. You're going to have to banter with them in real life. Even after the practice is over, you guys might go get food together. You might, I don't know, go fucking study together and then banter there because no one actually studies when they say they're going to study after practice.
Yeah, if I didn't have a family, I would attempt a team house type scenario.
The only reason I'm opposed to team houses is because you fuckers are dirty and I have an immune system disorder.
I mean, I'm not dirty, but okay.
I don't mean you. I mean, like, you. Just in general, people are fucking disgusting and they don't understand what's wrong with me.
Right. But, I mean, I would like the idea of a team house, like living in one, but...
I like the idea of being in Hex's position, where I own the people that live in the team house and I direct them on what to do.
Right.
But the flip side of that, that's why they work, in my opinion. Why do they fail? Because if one person decides to be a cunt, the entire house is chalked.
Yeah. As soon as one bad fucking apple gets in there, it's just chalked.
Because it's like, you have to think of, like, let's compare it to, like, a car. If the tires aren't working, the car can't go anywhere. If the engine's busted, the car can't go anywhere. If the fucking steering wheel is locking up, the car can go somewhere, but it's not going to be able to go where it needs to be most effectively. If the spark plugs are bad, the car won't start. Like, it's just one bad thing that can fuck an entire situation. Like, the FaZe, not content house, the FaZe competitive house, whenever Clayster was on FaZe. Whenever Clayster got dropped, that house just fell apart.
Yeah.
Whenever Shroud left Cloud9, that C9 house fell apart. Whenever Scump left OpTic for Envy for a week, I mean, the house was in disarray, but ultimately they were fine. But for that 1 week, the house was kind of in disarray. And then also, like, especially if it's like a shared pay thing, if you guys are sharing the rent and one guy moves out, that means everyone's rent just got more expensive. So they probably are going to choose to live on their own at that point. So that is one thing that could bring it down.